Karen Mella. I'm honored to be the chairman of the board of the Rockport Fulton Chamber of Commerce, and we have a lot to celebrate today. But before we get to that, we do, from a chamber perspective, we do want to show concern for our businesses that have experienced flooding, our local families, supporters of the chamber. We've had a lot of rain and some damage due to that, so we want to respect that. While we're here for a celebration, we want to take a moment. Also, take a moment for the loss of one of our great artists in this community. I'm sure many of you know that Jesus Morales was killed in a car accident, so we want to send our very dearest prayers and sympathies to his friends and his family. So having said that, with all due respect, we are here to celebrate. Ladies and gentlemen, this has been a 6, 7, 8 month process, and we finally heard yesterday about 1:30, I think the time was, Diane. The U.S. Chamber of Commerce has awarded the Rockport Fulton Chamber of Commerce the renewal of its 5-star accreditation. They did this based on, and I'm just going to read a brief statement here, based on our sound policies, effective organizational procedures, and positive impact on our community. U.S. Chamber representatives will make a formal presentation at the Changing of the Gavel annual banquet for our chamber on Monday, June the 29th. According to the 2013 World Chamber of Commerce Directory, our local chamber here is the smallest accredited chamber in Texas based on the most membership per capita. That's huge. Obviously, we're thrilled with this award. It is the highest rating that the U.S. Chamber of Commerce can award local chambers or chambers across the U.S. Our chamber had to reapply for this. We got it 5 years ago when Chairman Brian Olson, where is Brian? I remember Brian. I was on the board then. I remember Brian coming into the boardroom at the Lighthouse Inn wearing 5-star bouncing things on his head, and we knew what that meant. A great day for our chamber. This 5-star rating is a direct result of the superior programs and service of our chamber to our members in our community. We could not achieve this level of recognition without our dedicated volunteers, memberships, and a partnership, with our local government entities and the tireless work of our chamber staff. Can we recognize our chamber staff? Where's Sandy? Where's Kip? And Pat, our newest member. Yeah. And Bob. Oh my God, where's Bob? Right over here. Thank you, Bob. Okay. There were more than 50 individuals that collaborated to complete the 9 sections of the accreditation application. This was an arduous task that took countless, literally, right, Paula, Jennifer, Pat, Kevin's here, everybody that played a role in that, that literally took months to complete, while at the same time, the chamber continuing its high level of programs and services, not to let that down during this process. So no words can express my appreciation, and on behalf of the board of directors, to those people that helped make this happen. The Rockport Fulton Chamber of Commerce now has a history of being accredited for 20 years. That's an amazing track record. So a few stats to show how great we really are. Only 207 of the 7,022 chambers in the United States are accredited. These elite chambers represent the top 3% of all chambers in the U.S. Local chambers are accredited. They can be either just accredited with no stars, accredited, 3 stars, 4 stars, or 5 stars. There are 29 chambers in Texas that are accredited, but only 11 are 5-star. Thank you, Rockport Fulton Chamber of Commerce.
Yay, Rockport Chamber! Rockport Fulton!
Rockport Fulton. So, the Rockport Fulton Chamber joins Fort Bend County, Beaumont, Irving, Las Colinas, Longview, Lubbock, Lufkin, Angelina, McAllen, Plano, Richardson, and San Antonio Hispanic Chambers as the only 5-star chambers in the state. It received its first accreditation in 2000 for activity with previous 5 years. In 2005, it was accredited with 4 stars. In 2010, the chamber received its 5-star accreditation, and at that time was the 3rd Texas chamber to achieve 5-star status. And again, that was under Brian's year. The U.S. Chamber of Commerce is the world's largest business federation, representing the interest of more than 3 million businesses of all sizes, sectors, and regions, as well as state and local chambers and industry associations. There's a quote here from Raymond Toll. He is the U.S. Chamber Executive Director of Political Affairs and Federation Relations. Accreditation validates a chamber as having programs that benefit their local economy and for positively influencing action in their community. We applaud these organizations for advancing